Well, it's a bit different out today than it was day before yesterday, which is when I did that peri-peri chicken on the campfire. But it's nice when everything's had that fresh rain, brings the colours out, lovely brown floor, all the leaves, love it. So yeah, we're definitely moving into autumn now. As you can see, I'm down at the wood store here and the smokehouse next to it, and I thought I'm going to do an overnighter in it. Why not? There's a couple of things I want to do to it anyway, so I may as well stay the night in it while I'm here. I've got behind me here some handmade laths you saw me bring in. They're for working on the wood store here as well. Yeah, so plenty to do, and it should be a nice overnighter. The first thing I need to be doing here is going through and just pulling out some of that firewood. I've depleted quite a lot of it over the winter, so it's not too bad, and then I'll have somewhere to actually sort out what I'm doing. Now what I do have in here is a few of these shakes left over from doing the roof of this and of the smoker, and the thing I'm clearing for is making a little raised bed. I've still got a couple of supports here from when I did it before, so yeah, I might layer these on top, see how that works out, if I've got enough. So the flatter it is, it might be quite nice. I've also got, before I replaced the board on the shave horse that I took out, nice big one of them as well, so yeah, it might give me quite a flat surface. Got quite the wood pile going on as well. I just need to get the lengths for the raised bed now. I think I know where some has been felled through forestry thinning over that direction, and I'm hoping it's the right sort of length already, so I'm going to get going on that. Right, it's just about. I may have to peg these in place just so they don't roll. Get a few more of them. I do remember that this side was slightly lower than that side from last time I did this, so I've just put in a couple more bits of logs I've got, and I'm just going to place this in just to raise it slightly. It's only an inch or so. Well, that's these down. There's 6 there. It's plenty wide enough for me and a foam mat, so I remember there was a couple of milled pieces of wood here in the woodland. I think they were a bench at some point, so I'm going to try them. We got one that's quite long. Another one that's a bit shorter. Yeah, I'll just have to fettle around until I get it right with some of them other bits as well. Okay, here we go. You can see the milled bits either side, and then everything else is unused shakes. So it's pretty flat now, and I've got my foam mat there to put over it. It should be pretty comfortable. Got the wool blanket with me today. Been using this a lot lately. And the tarp that's wrapped in as well. So where are we? Put that ground sheet tarp on. Blanket all ready for me to climb in. Fold it over. That's all ready for later. That doesn't feel too bad. Ooh, that's nice. Got ourselves a bit of sun. So a small word on the woodshed here. I hear it every time I use it or show it, is the walls, which are woven chestnut. And the reason it's like that is because green wood goes in there to dry, and this allows for airflow going through. A lot of people have said when I have stayed in it, it's going to be windy. Well, I'm in a small clearing in a woodland, so there's barely any wind ever down in here. The roof, it is watertight. This side might get a couple of drips, but the other side I kind of overlapped a lot more, so it's a lot better that side, completely bone dry. So that's why I set the bed up on that side, because even though the sun's out right now, it did say we might get some rain. It's a little bit humid. Rained overnight, and it's only about 20 degrees, but it's just so humid in here. But that's job number one done. Second job is using them laths. So these are hand split laths. They're chestnut, and they've been done by an expert. Had them over from a job, and I wanted to use them for redoing my door, which is woven, but it's not very good. Now these are a couple of months old, so we'll see how dry they are if they do split. Otherwise they might need a soak, and I won't be able to do that today. But yeah, very similar to how I did them, or attempted to do them on my smoker next to the woodshed here. But I ended up using a lot of sawn ones for that. But these all hand split. Right, so this is the test one. Should have some flexibility. Some are probably going to be better than others, but yeah. This is exactly how I did the smoker over there. So I just need to lop them off, and should have enough to do the whole length. So I'll get some of these out. I think we're going to be okay for kindling. Right, so I'm taking these off in sections. If you're asking why I don't do it beforehand, it's because these aren't perfectly straight, so I want to get them nice and perfect. That looks brilliant. It's so in keeping with the rest of it now, the fact that this is split chestnut. I love it. Now, well not now today, but I will hinge it now, because before with them other bits sticking out it wasn't fitting very well. And I've got 2 bundles of these lathes left, so I'll have to think of another project for them. Well, it started spitting a little bit, so I brought the gear in here and I thought I'd take a moment to rehydrate. Really happy with that door. It looks absolutely lovely. I can't wait to get it hinged on properly. And I might keep this bed in as it is. Maybe secure it a bit more, but actually keep it permanently and just use that side of the wood store and the back for wood. And I can always just dive in here if I want to, if I end up staying the night when I'm only here during the day and stuff. But yeah, I've got the light on, because it's a little bit dark in the woodland at the moment. It's probably a couple of weeks ago now, but you may have noticed there was a week without an upload, so apologies for that. But had some problems with the computer at home, still having the problems at the moment, so by the time you see this, hopefully it's all sorted. Otherwise you might not see this because I won't be able to edit it. But yeah, so that's been going on. Doing prep for a couple of builds down here. A build where I did the one-day shelter build using the same logs. Really looking forward to that one, and a cruck frame shed come shelter, which I'm doing quite far from here actually, on another parcel of land. So yeah, a couple of things prepping for, getting materials for, that sort of thing. But looking forward to tonight. Gonna have a nice big fire. I'm gonna get it lit early, get some really nice coals. Got a whole big chicken to cook for me, probably gonna be leftovers. Probably some fried potatoes with that as well. So yeah, should be a good one. I've got the grill out of the smoker. It's a little mouldy, but it'll do. My fold out grill, it's in the woods here somewhere, but I don't know where. But I'm just relocating this fire pit at the moment. I've done this so I can rest the grill on quite securely. And I can have the fire come out the front here as well. But that seems pretty good. I will try and give this a bit of a rub down. I was about to say how nice and neat it was. Right, I've got everything prepared here, so just some paper birch bark that I had in the shed. There we go. That was a bit messy. Well, that sure is a crackly fire with all that softwood on there, all that pine I had left over, some other bits and bobs as well, just kind of using everything up, and probably going to restock very soon for this winter. But it lasted well what was in there. There's a load of birch and chestnut left over from this, all sorts. Yeah, it is chilling down, so the fire's going to be welcome in a bit. I think it gets dark in under an hour now. But it's lovely and peaceful. it's starting to get dark now and fire's going well. It has just started raining a bit, so I've moved in here and moved like my gear in here, so already sounds like it's softening. Much needed brew though. It's nice sitting in here out of the rain, can see the fire, lovely. I'll after this probably get dinner on the go. Doesn't take too much prep. And I've got a gadget to use, one I've had a long time and never used. Okay, so I've got this contraption which is basically for doing beer can chicken without the beer can. A bit of extra support in that. So we have this bit, clips in like so, and there's a notch, so this one goes over the top of this one and snaps in. So that's what we put the chicken on. We can put some liquid down here. So here is my chicken. That's just going to plonk down on there like so. Put the legs at the front there, there we go, a bit of stability. And I'm going to oil it up. I'm going to salt it. And get some pepper on there too. I've got a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm just going to plonk one in there. Put one down in there. And with a bottle of IPA, I'm just going to tip it down here so it dribbles into the bottom there. And we'll get that grill on. Alright, so rearrange this a bit. That should do. And stick her on there. It'd be very rude not to have the rest of this. Well, I've got my beer, I've got my potatoes, so I'm just going to sit here, peel my potatoes with my open all peeler, and I'll put them on to boil, and then I'll fry them in the pan. I was going to roast them in a Dutch oven, but couldn't be bothered to carry it. So yeah, just going to be having roast chicken and fried potatoes. Chicken seems to be doing okay. Obviously the heat's not getting to the top as much, so we'll see when it comes towards the end. I might have to flip it and put it down the other way. We shall see. There's no rush. I'm on the brewdog now. flip the chicken because it looked like it needed it, so I'm going in with the spuds. My guess is that this is cooked, and it would appear to be. Let's flip her over. Yep. Oh, making a pig's ear of this. Might just take a leg. Do like a campfire cooked chicken. And I think what's left in here can be the gravy. This is just the first serving. Oh yes, and that gravy's good. Fried potatoes that are a bit like roasties. Mmm. Mmm. Not bad. It's not the most efficient way of cooking. Maybe if you had a big billy can to stick over the top of it, trap that heat, but come out juicy. Second leg. Mm. That was good, and that gravy that collects in the bottom of that dish, lovely. Good morning. Slept like a log. Really good night's sleep. Was a little hard with just like a foam mat, but being flat like that was lovely. Yeah, slept really well. Chilled out for a bit. I watched an episode of Forged in Fire before I went to bed. But yeah, feeling refreshed. It's a little nippy this morning, but fire's going now, so I reckon it's pretty time for some breakfast. Two lovely Cumberlands and some black pudding. Do like a bit of black pudding. Get a bit of yolk on it. Using my shave horse as a table. So do you think this is better than the savoury porridge I did a while ago? That was quite dividing. A lot of people wanted to try it immediately, a lot of people said that looked revolting. Nothing beats a fry up though, does it? Especially when you're here. I suppose I'm going to have to put all this wood back in the shed. Well, I must say, I did enjoy that one. It's getting a bit warm now. I've taken off the thermal that I had on last night. But yeah, it's a nice day, nicer than it was yesterday, that's for sure. Pretty much squared away here now. So, got a few odd jobs to do, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.